Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. Claudio Gigante here with Giga Racing. We're here to talk about Qatar. It's nice to finally the championship is back on and Motogp is back on. I'm glad to see you guys again. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and tell your friends. So Qatar, well, we started at the Thursday. It was a press conference. Everybody was back on, everybody buzzing and excited. It was really nice. We had a Friday practice. Again, as usual as Qatar, track is a little bit dirty, sand. So the first day is usually in Qatar just to, see where everybody is, but not really for the race, but it's kind of indicative and everybody's tuning in, especially that it's the first race of the year. We had FP3 and FP4 on a Saturday. It was interesting. I was watching all the different lap times and different tires that everybody was using because sometimes, it's deceiving to see a fast lap time, but it's going to be based on what tires they're going to be using. Everything is going to be judged by the fact if they're able to run a soft rear and make it last for the entire race, or if they have to run a medium rear. I think if we have to run a medium rear, it's going to be from the first 12 riders, plus including in there Zarco, the first 12, and Zarco. Zarco didn't make it through because he had yellow flags on Q1, on qualifying one. It was a pity because I think he would have made it through. And they would have probably pushed Quartararo out of Q2, qualifying 2. But, seeing what lap times Quartararo did on Q2, you can see that, that was his pace and he didn't improve or anything. So, he's qualified. I had Morbidelli slightly faster, but from 11 to 13, there is not a big difference on the starting grid. The Suzuki did really, really good. I was checking out the top speed. I think the Suzuki are doing great. When we look at Johan top speed, 346 kilometers an hour, and it's the fastest right after Enea Bastianini, 349. So top speed for the Suzuki, it's fantastic. I think they're gonna have the best package this year. I was already saying it after the first test in Malaysia. I knew that by watching the Suzuki that you could tell they were doing a lot better and they get the speed up there. So I think the most complete package and who has the bike tuning best for now is the Suzuki. In qualifying, Johan Mir and Rins, they never do great. So, but I think the fact that they starting a little bit more up front. Johan Mir is starting 8 and Alex Rins is 10. Not really behind, but now they have the speed on the straightaway. So I think they can do good. Judging from before, it was hard for them to pull a fast lap because they were down on top speed. Who is really down still on top speed? It's obviously the Yamaha, so Fabio Quartararo and Morbidelli. That's what we see them on. They're going to start 11 and 12. Franco Morbidelli, he marked a 341, which is still reasonable, okay. And then Quartararo, the fastest speed that he showed was 336 kilometers an hour. So it's basically about 10 kilometers an hour slower. Then the Ducati, then the Suzukis, and even the KTM, Brad Binder, his top speed was 342. I think Brad Binder did really good. He made it through Q1 and also managed to improve his lap time on Q2, considering he only went out once because he had only one soft rear left. So he had no choice to run only one run. What to say about the qualifying? You guys gonna love Marc Marquez as usual, back in his style. So it's kind of embarrassing to see him, a mechanic holding him up inside the garage and then as soon Johan Mir came out, they let him out, and he did the first section behind Johan Mir. And that's how he pulled a fast lap. And then the second section, he did it behind Pecco Bagnaia. So it was, I don't like to see that. I wish he could do a real champion. To me, it does a lap on his own. From where watching the qualifying, he was the only one that he was trying deliberately to follow somebody else. So I think, it is what it is, and we can't change it. That's the style, and that's how he does, and that's how he pull a fast lap. Okay. Tomorrow, anybody's game. Who did I see better than others? My money are in Bastianini. He had nothing to lose. He's been one of the best on the whole weekend, and he has that Ducati tuning pretty well. Big problem with Ducati. I feel like they changed too much onto the new bike, the 2022, because everything was frozen on 2021. There was not much that development that was allowed to do. So the 2022 machine, it was a completely redesigned on any aspect bike. So aerodynamic, frame, engine. So what I heard that they saying, Bagnaia and Miller agree as well, that the 2022 engine was a little bit pushing too hard in a sense, and hard to manage. So they went back to the 2021 engine. So it's kind of an hybrid bike, so it has a bit of everything, a bit of the 2021 and a bit of the 2022. That also shows, that's why Bastianini with a 2021 bike, that it was tuned for a 2021 is up front, and the same with Jorgen Martin. The same, they're both on the 2021 bike, so it's a bike that was performing phenomenal. We saw Bagnaia doing so good last year. In opposite direction, Luca Marini that has the new bike, the 2022 with the new 2022 engine, it couldn't get anything out of it. Basically, they couldn't set it to do what he wanted to do, and that's why we don't see him up front out there. Okay, I'm really happy to see Alex Espargaro up front. Alex Espargaro, as I said, top speed. 349, really good top speed. The bike is performing very well, and I was checking his lap times based on tires that he was on FP4 and FP3. He has a good pace. He's hungry for victory. Marc Marquez tomorrow, he's gonna try anything in his power to win the race. You can see from how he's acting, it's just want to be back. He want to be right up front. I think he's going to give everything to win the race. The Honda has the package because also Paul Espargaro was doing really good. Again, good top speed, 345. His lap time, it wasn't too far on the fastest on the qualifying. He was only three tenths behind the top guy, so not too far. So he's right there, and he's starting from a good position, starting sixth. So Marc Marquez is starting third, and he's starting sixth, so he's right behind him. So I expect good thing from Paul. So if you ask me for who I expect to win and see on the podium tomorrow, it's quite hard. It's almost like a lottery for tomorrow. It's gonna be an awesome race, anybody's game. But for what I feel, I see Enea Bastianini on the podium. Okay, I can see him, second, very very easily. I think Jorgen Martin, unless something goes wrong and he falls, he's going to be on the podium, and I give him for the victory tomorrow, because we're not going to see any factory Ducatis on the podium tomorrow. The bike is not tuning well. I was listening to an interview of Davide Tardozzi this afternoon in Italy, and that's what they're expecting, 5th, 6th roundup place. Anyway, thank you again for watching. We're gonna see you tomorrow or Monday for my review.